planning board meeting of the year in Long Beach. Start with a pledge of allegiance led by Joe.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Board Member Clancy?
Present.
Board Member Galto?
Present.
Board Member Lucas?
Present.
Board Member Martinson?
Present.
Board Member Patton?
Present.
Board Member Spada?
Present.
Chairperson Alton?
Present.
Let the record indicate the presence of Deputy Corporation Counsel Joseph Lupo.
Thank you. Okay, just an announcement, the case number PB 1001, subdivision of 741 East Broadway, will not be voted on this evening.
Resolution of the Planning Board acting in the capacity of the Architectural Review Board for the approval of the issuance of the building permit for 400 East Olive Street.
400 East Olive. Two-story, one-family residence. Okay. And it's a 100 wide by 60-foot deep lot. East Olive Street, how does it, so this must be, I'm trying to understand, no, it has to be 60 wide. Is there an entrance on the side of the house? Is that what it is?
It's a corner.
It's a corner
The corner part, yeah.
Okay, there you go. I'll be a link of East Olive. I understand now. Okay. So the wide part is on East Olive. Okay. It's actually let's see.
The home is fully compliant. The first, well, what appears to be the first floor isn't really the first floor. That's just the freeboard area. So if you get the picture, it's actually the first floor. Would appear to be the second floor.
Yep.
But for the sake of the record, that's the FEMA height requirement.
Two-car garage. And multiple gables on that roof, which is actually, you find these are pictures of surrounding houses.
It's gonna be the prettiest house around.
She looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice house. Very pretty.
And just as a heads up, all the, not that this board reviews variances, but, you know, when a variance is required, I know it's something that you all like to be aware of. And here, with respect to the front yard setbacks, the side yard setbacks, et cetera, they are in compliance with everything. So,
Compliance.
I see. And there's no fencing requirements for this corner?
so the code does,
Front yard.
I'm sorry.
Setback. Yeah. One? It's typically something people want in subdivisions.
Yeah, so I mean, at this point now, I mean, obviously with the fences, if it's on a property, there's, you know, the zoning code requires that it can only be so high and actually has to titrate down as it gets closer to the corner.
Exactly.
So it doesn't, you know, impede view. At this point now, I don't see any fences, so maybe in the future, if that's a plan that they want to do, if they are going to seek a variance, then the zoning board will have to review that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be right up. Okay, gotcha.
One family, right?
One
Yeah.
family.
If you look at the houses on the corners, adjacent and across, they don't have fences either, so.
They don't, excuse me?
They don't have fences either, the ones in the neighborhood there.
Yeah, I see that. I do see that, yeah. I do see that unlike some of the flat roof homes that have been coming our way, this one seems to conform gable-wise with all the surrounding houses.
The greenery is nice too.
Yeah, grass.
Very nice.
Lot of lawn.
Yeah, it looks to me like it seems more modern, but it incorporates a lot of traditional elements.
It does.
So I look at it as a step forward in development. Seems to utilize a lot of space,
Uh-huh.
but also
And there's a lot of
It
green
still has
space.
character and
And I don't know
green
if
space.
the plan is showing an all-paver driveway, which I think is very attractive for anything masonry on the street front.
Lots of
I don't see
windows,
any
too.
downspouts.
Nice.
Hmm?
I said I don't see any downspouts.
You don't, right?
I don't.
I'm wondering, is it possible there's Yankee gutters on this thing? No, they wouldn't do that.
Barry?
Hello?
Excuse me. I think I'm allowed to be here.
You are.
Oh, certainly.
Are you here about this project?
No, I'm not, but I would love to be able to hear you.
Oh, you
Oh,
can't hear me?
certainly.
Might-
If
maybe
you have
it's with
problems
the-
hearing us, just let us know.
Is my mic on?
I don't
Yeah.
normally have problems here.
You know, I don't think my mic was on. Can you hear me now?
Now I can.
I'm so sorry.
Check, check, check.
I should have checked that. I sound so loud to myself, I assumed it was working. Okay. Okay,
So just, ma'am, for your knowledge, what I actually just said to Mr. Alton, while the house is beautiful, the one thing that the planning board has always been cognizant of since its inception is really water retention and downspouts, because, you know, a lot of times if, you know, water from one home floods onto the driveway or property of another, then especially in the wintertime, it can freeze. So what I said was, you know, to Chairman Alton was, I don't notice any downspouts.
Yeah.
Just to see if that's something that the board would like to address.
and I think there would have to be downspouts because the roof has, I don't even see a gutter on it. So I just think this rendering is lacking that detail. I mean, not that I'm as worried about that here as I would be in the West End, because they do have all that green around them regardless. So,
Yeah.
so they're retaining their own water regardless, but,
Okay.
but,
It would be good to know if that's their plan, and that's their plan for drainage.
to not have
and-
gutters?
And
It'd be crazy to not have gutters unless
Yeah.
those soffits are really deep.
unless it's something that's buried in the structure itself.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, some Yankee gutters, they hide it inside and then they
Okay.
go through, they do that in the city a lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I wasn't familiar with that.
You don't see much, that's a real high-end feature, and I don't think you would see that here for some reason.
This is when it would be helpful to have somebody from,
Yeah, the project.
To
Yeah,
have a
exactly.
project,
You're 100% right, yeah. And, should we, are we,
Can we vote with that condition?
is there any plans on this, or is, interior plans? I'm just wondering what that big box is on the rendering. Looks like an elevator chute to me, it must stand for something.
What are you looking at?
This box protruding here. But it wouldn't be an elevator in that location. I just wondering what it is. It's obviously some sort of a utility, whatever, I don't know.
This one.
Must be utility and there must be direct, because I don't even see any chimneys on this, which means that they're all direct vent coming out the side, and that protrusion must be for utility with something that we can't see in what they've sent us.
Excuse me.
Bless you,
I
Joe.
think maybe it'd be best for us if we had someone give us some response in regards to these drainage questions.
Yeah, and yeah, this is a very good point to what we talked about before, that maybe somebody should be here to discuss these projects with us, but we'll do that moving forward, you're saying?
Yeah, so moving forward, you know, when we first created the planning board and adopted the duties of the architectural review board, we said, you know what, there were going to be certain things that we missed, right? I mean, because this is new for the city, the planning board, and for all of us participating. So one of the things that we did not require was for the applicant or an architect to necessarily come and present the project. And the thinking was at the time was that, so long as all the information was provided in the renderings, that you all, have the authority to say, well, this color is outlandish for the neighborhood, or the
Yeah.
design, does fit to the character or does not, et cetera, et cetera. However, you know what, sometimes you learn as you go along, and that's one of those situations here where moving forward after this meeting, we will be requiring the applicants to come and present, just so if we have any questions, like for example, right now with, the water, the drainage, downspouts, et cetera, we could get an answer, without having to place a condition on a property that already plans on doing such a thing, But for the time being, if that is a concern of the board, I will remind you that you all can grant with conditions, right? So you don't have to require necessarily downspouts or, but if there's another mechanism, whether they're Yankee gutters or, just some sort of either permeate, water permeable area, make sure they maintain, the amount of greenery in the renderings, et cetera, you are definitely at liberty to set such a condition.
Okay. All right.
This looks like it might be a deck,
Yeah.
but it's not on the plan.
Well, we actually don't have plans.
No, there are no, it's just,
We just have the renderings, like the official building plans. We don't have, at least I don't have in my packet.
This,
well, there's a setback plan here, isn't there? There is somewhere.
I have a plan, but it doesn't, the roof doesn't look the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
So I'm thinking maybe there's just there was a balcony noted on
You're right.
the
You-
plan,
you-
but
you-
there's-
You are right. It's not in this.
but the deck's not in the plans.
Yeah,
I think we
because
need
you
more
see that box
information.
protruding out on this, and you don't see, oh, it does say balcony above. There's a note that says balcony above.
Yeah,
But
the
is this
little
a
arrow.
deck or a balcony?
Balcony is a deck.
Well, these are balconies, these brown fenced areas in this rendering.
Looking at the,
These right here,
oh, okay.
they're balconies. They're not, they're actually protruding out. They're not.
Oh, I see, you're right,
Yeah.
right, yep.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a beautiful house.
Beautiful house.
I love the look of it, it's beautiful.
Number 65, they took a little about the chimney and the events.
Repeat?
Number 65 on the list, I believe you said?
Events, chimney, and prefabricated fireplace installations through walls.
You know, I think that these general notes are generic, because I saw something about a basement here and everything.
Has a basement?
It says window wells. I mean, this is generic notes. I don't think it's very specific to this project.
Yeah, I agree. I believe that also.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I mean, the first floor, which is the freeboard area, they could be referring to that as the basement.
But there's no
It's
window
not-
wells.
Based on what we're seeing, absolutely, but you're,
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just a general drop-in. Who's the architect of this? Is it someone that we know regularly,
Charles
or
D'Alessio.
D'Alessio? Okay.
I think, just, I know we always talk about how beautiful the house is and stuff like that, and it is a beautiful house, but I think the thing that I am, especially since that last meeting we had, the thing that comes to mind all the time for me with these houses is, what's the parking situation? I don't see, is there a garage there?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
just
two-car.
just as a heads up,
Yeah.
for the purposes of architectural review, if they had to obtain a variance for parking, they already did so. So I don't want to say it's not a concern right now, in the sense that, because that's not true. In Long Beach, I mean, parking is always a concern, but that's not actually an issue that's before you, because either this house either A, has ample off-street parking, or if it required a variance, they already got the variance. I don't recall seeing this case before the zoning board, so their off-street parking plan is in compliance with our code.
Right, and who, like, does that code change from, from year to year, or from
Our zoning,
every few years? Or
Our zoning code right now, I don't believe has been changed in upwards of 40, 30,
maybe this is
40
a
years.
conversation for all of
Yeah.
us inside, maybe one day, but
That's actually something that the city is looking into now for this upcoming fiscal year, is to actually revamp. I don't want to say revamp, because that just implies like minor corrections, to actually redo our zoning code in compliance with the comprehensive plan,
okay, yeah. Okay, well,
which will be an undertaking.
I don't live too far away from there. I live between Lincoln and Monroe, and I'm on Penn Street, and we have 4 cars, and we have enough space for 4 cars in our driveways and in our garage. But every day I come home, there is not one spot available on that road, and I'm sure the coding for that is you know, that, hey, well, there is enough parking. But there isn't, it really
You get
is.
spillover from Broadway up there probably, do you?
I'm 1 block from Broadway.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing that I,
Yeah, probably as you go up the road, it gets less, but
Yeah.
you're right.
one thing I do want to reiterate, and I know that sometimes it can get a little cloudy, because as the planning board, you're also acting in the function of the architectural review board. So if this was a site plan review, definitely ample parking or adequate parking would definitely be something to consider.
Okay.
But here, because we're wearing the different hat, the architectural review hat, the code is really, you know, it restricts the determination to, you know, whether the, you know, the proposed plans are you know, not too similar to everything else in the city, but not totally out of character. And it is a little broad, it does grant the board a bit of discretion.
This board?
This board, acting as the architectural review board.
Okay.
It is really within your discretion, obviously not to be arbitrary and capricious, but, I mean, the best way that I put it, and I would never, you know, and I hope nobody takes offense, I grew up in Levittown. Long Beach is not Levittown. They're not all the same cookie-cutter homes. Not that Levittown looks that way now anyway, but I'm just saying. So part of the architectural review is, we don't want it, the best example I could give is we're not looking for Long Beach to be so similar that it looks like the same basic Levitt Cape on every street, but we don't want it to be so dissimilar and out of character with the neighborhood that, you know, and my poor example that I give is like, you know, the neon green siding with fluorescent neon lights flashing and whatnot, you know. So
Right.
things like parking, if that was an issue, before it gets to you as the architectural review board, it's already been either determined that it is satisfied or the issue has been resolved. Otherwise, it would not have come to you yet.
Gotcha.
Good. Yeah.
So if it did, let's say if something did come to us that we thought was, as only 2 spots, people had, it's a family of 4, you know, but they only have 2 spots, we can't vote on that and say, hey, you gotta figure out 2 more spots.
So now it's going to get, now my explanation is going to be a little bit more convoluted. Because that's, you know, so for stuff like that, right, like your example, you gave a family of 4, and there's only 2 spots. So to me, that implies a single-family home. Single-family homes and 2-family homes are not within the purview of the planning board at all. The reason for that is because we didn't want to add an extra hurdle to, you know, our regular residents just making, you know, renovations or additions, you know, to their homes. So to answer your question simply, that's not something that you're able to rest your hat on, really to consider, unless there was a site plan issue and it's, you know, like where it was a mixed-use property, a commercial property, or, you know, something of that nature, where you guys have site plan review, then yeah, absolutely, you know, what are your plans for parking? You know, and if they don't have, you know, and if they say, well, you know, we plan on seeking a variance, okay, I mean, this board doesn't grant variances, but it's definitely something that you can inquire about and then see how that interplays with other facets of the actual site plan. But ultimately, the enabling legislation that provides this board its authority doesn't take parking into account as far as, you know, for architectural review for single 2-family homes.
Gotcha.
Hope I explained that clearly.
It's pretty clear.
Okay.
They've got 2 garages. I don't even know if that's required for a 1-family home, is it?
2 garages? No, it's not
It's
required.
not even required.
But it's
No, I didn't realize those were garages there.
Yeah.
assuming that they're going to be used as such.
But it looks like a very big house in the plan. I was looking for the square footage, I don't see it. It looks pretty big. In any case, anybody in the audience have any questions or comments?
We don't, actually, I'm sorry, Barry, architectural review, we don't open up to public questions.
Oh, we don't?
We only the applicants.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Is that new?
No, we do it with the site plans and with the subdivisions, but for architectural review, it's a public hearing because it's subject to open meetings law,
Thanks for clarifying that.
but
Okay.
not public.
Learning as we
comment.
go. Okay.
We all are.
Yeah.
In some degree.
Okay. Anybody, any further comments or questions? Anybody want to make a motion? Would they like to make a motion?
Are we good with the downspouts and We're gonna let
I
that go?
I
and-
personally think that, my inclination is to, is because we're going to start requiring people to come, I think there's no way this house, if it were in a tight neighborhood like the West End, I would say I'd want to see that detail. But since they have adequate green around them, I don't see how they could do this without downspouts, and I think it's just a lacking in the rendering, and moving forward, we'll have somebody who will be able to answer questions. But I just don't see how they could get away without it.
I'm with you, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I agree, I concur.
Okay, so I don't see any sense in holding this up for that. Okay?
So who's making a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve
Okay, without conditions, right?
without conditions.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Resolution of the Planning Board acting in the capacity of the Architectural Review Board for the approval of the issuance of the building permit for 400 East Olive Street. Board Member Clancy has made a motion to approve. Board Member Lucas has seconded the motion. Voting, Board Member Clancy?
Approved.
Board Member Galto?
Approved.
Board Member Lucas?
Approved.
Board Member Martinson?
Approved.
Board Member Patton?
Approved.
Board Member Spada?
Approved.
Chairperson Alden.
Approved.
This plan has been approved. Resolution of the Planning Board acting in the capacity of the Architectural Review Board for the approval of the issuance of the building permit for 29 Curly Street.
Yes. Excuse me, excuse me,
Yes.
did you say something?
Yeah, it was,
She
I just
announced the next
introduced
case.
the next case,
Yeah, I know you
29
did, yeah.
Curly.
Could you repeat, please? I'm sorry.
Sure, of course. Resolution of the Planning Board acting in the capacity of the Architectural Review Board for the approval of the issuance of the building permit for 29 Curly Street.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, Robin, we were talking in class.
I know that.
Okay. 29 Curly, is this on the waterfront side, or is this on the other side?
It's the other.
Yeah, it must be the other side.
It's on the base side.
It is the face side. Is there a demo for this plan? I thought Curly was pretty populated already. Yeah, it's an empty lot right
Yeah,
now.
it's a vacant lot, I guess, today.
29 Curly.
Where's the house? Am I missing something? Oh, this is it.
No rendering.
Looks like some serious, like, setbacks, both sides, 24 feet, 20 feet.
It is a box, however.
Yeah. Pardon?
It's a box in the neighborhood of Gables. Yes, I
I'm
am.
looking for the rendering. There we go.
I'm having a difficult time, to be honest,
Just figuring out.
just figuring out what I'm
it's gonna
looking
look
at,
like.
yeah.
Yeah, the plan is really lacking. There is a gable, there's a half gable, it looks to me like on one side. No, the plan is, I'm looking forward to somebody presenting these. That's all I can say. I see,
You know, one thing I will say, even though, as of right now, there was no notice requirement requiring the architect or the applicant to appear tonight, so obviously that's not going to be held against them, but if the drawings and the plans don't seem, adequate to answer the board's question, if you are inclined to hold it open for voting because you're just not sure, we can ask Robin to inform the applicant that they are required to come and make a presentation at next meeting.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that would be helpful.
Yeah, I would like that.
And with rendering,
it's a really weak set.
yeah.
yeah.
So,
I'll make a motion that we have the applicant make an appearance or give us a better rendering, maybe.
So, if I may, Mr. Lucas, we make a motion for the board to adjourn this matter pending the applicant to appear and to answer questions about it and to make a formal presentation?
Yes.
Exactly.
Either the applicant or the architect.
Or the
right? We
architect,
don't really, it doesn't have to
Either
be
the applicant or
just in case.
an authorized
representative.
representative on their behalf.
I second that.
Board Member Lucas made a motion to adjourn the hearing for a representative the following month, and Board Member Gauto seconded the motion. Board Member Clancy?
Approved.
Board Member Gauto?
Approved.
Board Member Lucas?
Approve.
Board Member Martinson?
Approved.
Board Member Patton?
Approved.
Board Member Spada?
Approved.
Chairperson Alton.
Approved with recommendation, thank you.
This will be adjourned until next month.
This says, Okay.
Resolution of the Planning Board acting in the capacity of the Architectural Review Board for the approval of the issuance of the building permit for 104 California Street.
The color is just really
Is it pink?
different.
Different.
Different, that's a nice way to put it.
Kind of nice.
So my example of the neon green house.
Yeah.
We have that, you know, but it's like such an unusual.
Howard Curtis.
Oh,
Yeah, that's out of place, and this will be out of place.
Is this for real?
Just
Wow,
like-
look at that. Yeah, and this rendering, it gives you the impression it's standing alone on a beach somewhere, but it's on California Street, so the rendering's not really very accurate either.
No, I don't see any downspouts or anything about.
I don't see anything.
Retention.
It's not enough information.
Minus maybe the color. Structurally, it doesn't seem out of character with some of the other homes in the West End. But
However, that roof deck does have a, I guess there's some sort of a staircase that goes up to a back roof deck, is that correct? Just something to consider.
up to your point, this rendering doesn't seem super detailed.
It has no
So
detail.
there's no
I can't even see a gutter on it.
gutter, there would be no safety railing up there, that I don't see, if that was in fact a deck.
It only says third floor and mezzanine level decks, so there's multiple, I guess?
Yeah.
Proposed 3 mezzanine, second floor.
And I think this,
Is it 3
Yeah.
floors?
Okay, I think, like the prior case, I think this is one I would recommend we ask for the architect or owner to come in and give us a presentation on what we're looking at here. It's lacking significant detail to have any idea what they're doing here.
on the,
And
on the
maybe some
side
more,
view,
some more detailed
it looks like
plans.
there's a deck on the first floor. On the
Excuse me?
side view,
Repeat?
it looks like a deck on the first floor
The mezzanine
and
level
the
deck.
mezzanine. And
Yeah.
then when you look at this, it looks like there's a garage there, so that can't be.
Yeah.
Am I looking at it backwards?
Well, could the
You,
deck be
you,
to the rear
you,
of the
you,
home?
you could be looking at a side rail because the garage does look like there's posts on the right and left of it. And you could be looking at some sort of a barrier, like enclosing that.
Yeah, but that's the thing, we don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
But in particular, it's just, there's just insufficient detail, and like I said, they don't even show a gutter on this thing, and the whole, it's just one big slop of green, and
This is also a very congested area where I think
Very good.
we need to be more concerned about drainage structures.
absolutely, yeah. Okay, so, does anybody have anything they'd like to discuss about this plan?
no, I'll make a motion to adjourn to the next meeting and request somebody provide detailed renderings and answer any questions.
Would anyone like to second that motion?
I'll second that motion.
Okay.
Okay, so Board Member Clancy made a motion to adjourn. Board Member Spada seconded the motion. Board Member Clancy?
Approved.
Board Member Gatto?
Approved.
Board Member Lucas?
Yes, approve.
Board Member Martinson?
Approved.
Board Member Patton? Board Member Spada?
Approved.
Chairperson Alton.
Approve.
This matter has been adjourned till next month with representation by the applicant.
Okay.
We'll make a motion to close the meeting.
May I just want to say one more thing for the record. Just for the record's sake and for all the members of the audience, the reason why the first application was voted on and the other two weren't were strictly based on the detailed renderings and the detailed information provided with the first application at 400 East Olive Street. So it's not a sense of being arbitrary or capricious, it's just the fact that, based on what was provided to the board for the home at 29 Curly and the home at 104 California Street, not enough detailed information was provided to satisfy the questions and concerns of the board.
Thanks for clarifying that.
Yes.
Joe? Exactly.
Make a motion to close the meeting?
Who's second?
I'll second.
Okay, Board Member Clancy made a motion to close the meeting. Board Member Galto has seconded the motion. Board Member Clancy?
Yes.
Board Member Galto?
Yes.
Board Member Lucas?
Yes.
Board Member Martinson? Yes. Board Member Patton?
Yes.
Board Member Spada?
Yes.
Chairperson Alton.
Yes.
Meeting closed at 7:36 p.m.
Thank you. Here we go.
I'm just going to turn the camera off.
So tonight's planning board meeting was actually a little bit more low-key because the planning board acts in two capacities. It acts as a planning board for any application for a subdivision